After we have our softwares installed already, downloaded and installed, everything is in shape. Now, to start creation of a database management system, it's always wise to start with creating the database, the back end. Before anything, the very first thing to do is to locate XAMPP and start XAMPP right away. So you go to your search bar, look for XAMPP. Have XAMPP. It might take some time to start, and once it does, and once it does, you start the Apache. That's the server software, and then the MySQL. That's the database software. Once you have that done, then find CMD as well. Go to the search bar, look for CMD. Command prompt. In the command prompt, we are going to find the folder with the MySQL software. Now to find this, we'll need to locate it just by writing the code. Mine specifically is the CD. CD is when you need to jump from one folder to another. CD CD, then go to my computer, local disk C. Once you've installed XAMPP, you will have this folder in XAMPP. Find MySQL and bin. You copy this address, copy that address off, and paste it right after the CD, and click enter. Once you have this, go on and type MySQL .exe minus h localhost minus p root minus u minus u brother p, change this to u, enter. Well, it's showing me an error. Showing me an error simply because I omitted the MySQL. I instead wrote MySL. So I'll fix that real quick. It's MySQL. When it comes to writing SQL code, spelling is really important. Miss a spelling, get yourself an error, enter. There's no password, so when it requests for a password, just press enter still. Yeah, so now we have entered our MariaDB. MariaDB is like the default database for XAMPP. So MariaDB, the very first thing we're going to do is create a database. And our database is going to be called management database. But before we create a database, I think we need to see what databases are already inside. You know, just out of curiosity, so show databases. So we have got all these. As you can see, none of these is database management. So we're going to create database management system. Well, one of the rules when naming databases, do not leave space in between two words. If the name has got two words, do not leave space. You either use an underscore or just let the two words join each other. Don't leave any space. So create database management system, shows query okay, one row affected. That means it's been successfully created. So show databases again, and we have our management system already there. So that's the first step. Next, we are going to create a table within this management system, and immediately after we'll put data into this table. Okay, so to create a table within this database, first we need to switch to that database. As you can see here, it says none. None meaning no database has been selected. So to select the database, we use the SQL command use management system. Underscore system. That means we have selected that specific database, and once it says database change, then obviously the database has been selected, and the brackets, within the brackets, will have, instead of none, it changes to management system. So we have our database changed. Next is going to be putting a table within this database. And to create a table, we'll have our database selected. Next will be to put the code for creating a table. We use the SQL command create table, then followed by name of the table. Since this is an example, I'll just create any table. Books table just came to my mind. Books table. Still, the rules are the same. Try to make sure you leave no space in between two words. If the name of the table has two words, leave no space in between. So books table. Table bracket. Start with the ID. ID being an int, an integer, so the data type would be int. Not null, auto increment. Not null meaning it cannot be left blank. Auto increment meaning it can populate by itself. Okay, book name. Book name is a varchar, variable character. With a limit of 250. The continuation for this will be in the next video. This video will stop right now. So in this video, we have created our database, created our table. We are still creating the table. We'll continue creating the table in the next video. Once our table is created, then we'll be able to put data into the table. So we will continue in the next video.